All right, all right, all right, all right. We're going to pause that because I want to listen to the rest of it. But for right now, we are getting started here with Final Fantasy XI. I couldn't make it work on Wednesday. It wasn't working. We played Final Fantasy XII a little while. I have made it work on stream finally, and we're going to get to play it. I played a bit yesterday. I played a bit on Wednesday. It was just off stream. And I am psyched to finally get to present to you Final Fantasy XI. Except the server appears to be down. All right, let's try one more time. Oop. You guys are going to see my desktop here, I guess. Let's turn that off. All right, let's try again. There we go. Final Fantasy XI. The sound actually turned down in game, so it's not quite as loud. But I was really wanting to stream this on Wednesday, and I couldn't get it to pop up on Streamlabs, and I don't know why, but it is working now. So I am leveling a white mage. If you've never played Final Fantasy XI, which you would be one of a billion people who haven't played this game, it's an MMO. It was the first Final Fantasy MMO. Came out like 16 years ago, and it's fucking amazing. This was my first MMO. I absolutely love this game. This is a private server that I'm playing on, so it's pretty cool because you are playing with like 800, 900 other people, and they all love Final Fantasy XI just as much as you. So if you've never played this game, it's Final Fantasy in the sense that there's a Cid. Cid exists, and you have different jobs, and the jobs are tied to Final Fantasy jobs. But for me, this is a big nostalgia kick because I actually used to play this game as a red mage, and I played, God, a number of years. I played through like 2005, 2006. I went back a couple of times, 2008, 2009. Last year I was playing it. But this server is dedicated to just level 75 as the cap, which is the old school cap. Now if you were to go play the retail version of it, it's at 99. It's awesome. Let's say hello to our link shell. And the thing about this game is you have to pretty much have a party to level. Like, you can do some stuff solo, but not that much. So we have to try to find a group. And if we can't find a group, we'll go back to the main city. We'll change our class and we'll just level solo. That is one downside to this game, is there's a lot of just waiting. You just wait for a group, and then once you have the group, you're all set and you're enjoying the game. I will probably end up leveling this white mage until you get to what they call a subclass, and then after that I'll be playing something else. So this will be my subclass. But we're in the Valkyrie Dunes. I spent a lot of hours in the dunes. You level here from level 10-ish to about 20-ish. And you kill a lot of crabs. So it's pretty blinding. Like the sand and the light reflecting is like a nice effect. But I've got this set up on my 4K monitor, which is pretty cool because the graphics are all smooth. The server, Nasomi, they've got a wrapper around the game. So you can change the resolution to more modern resolutions. You can play in 60 FPS. And actually, I think you have to set that every single time. And I don't remember how. I'll have to ask. I thought it was FPS 1, but it doesn't seem to be working for me. There we go. Much smoother. Much smoother. Since, I'm not getting an immediate invite, we're going to walk up to Lathine Plateau, which is the zone just before this. And if we can kill some stuff there, we'll do that. And if we can't, I'll go change classes and we'll try playing as a different class. But this is about where I am in the experience. And the cap's 75, but it gets progressively longer to level each level up. Level 11's nothing. It's just... shit. I'm gonna die. A goblin has aggroed me. And is literally taking a third of my life with each hit. So that's not good. If I'm lucky, I can outrun him and I can zone. That's what they call it when you move from zone to zone, area to area. And if I'm unlucky, I'm going to die on the way there. I ended up playing this because of Faros. If you're not following Faros, go follow him. He's amazing. Plays Final Fantasy 14 and now 11, apparently. Yeah, there we go. Brrr, that's so sad. So when you die after level 11, after level 10, you lose experience too. So I just lost about 200 experience. That's unfortunate. But Faros was advertising the private server, which is pretty cool. There's a bunch of people looking for groups, but you see how they're all a little higher? 42, 55, 19. All right, we're going to try to run through one more time. If I can't do that, we'll switch jobs and I'll run at level 1. I made my home point in the dunes, but you can only have one home point. And travel in this game is not super easy. Later on, there's airships and there's you can get warp scrolls and you can get spells to teleport to different areas of the game, but I don't have any of that right now. So we're going to try to avoid these goblins as we pass by. Since I fucked that up last time, I've got to be a little more careful here. If we can't get a group for White Mage, what I really want to do is level Warrior on the side. White Mage is kind of tough to level because you have to buy scrolls for spells and they're really expensive. So I have a couple of spells here, but I don't have everything. And I don't have basically any armor because instead of buying armor, I'm buying spells. So I have the starting armor still. But there's two main subclasses that I want to level. White Mage is one of them, and the other is Warrior. Both are super helpful later in the game. And so if I can't get a group for White Mage, we'll just go do that. Level Warrior. My Warrior is only level 1, so it'd be like starting fresh. We'd have to get an axe and change jobs and start killing rabbits and stuff. You know what's great about this game, though, is how expansively big it is. Like, this is one zone. Look how massive it is, man. Look how massive it is. And for, you know, a 16-year-old game, this looks pretty good, right? Like, I've tried EverQuest before. The graphics just do not hold up. I feel like for a 16-year-old game, this is pretty good. This is really, I think, the like baseline for 14 too. 14 is the second Final Fantasy MMO. But they took so much from this and built that. Shit. Aggroed again. Oh, don't kill me. Alright, that one's a leecher, or tinkerer, so it's going to cast on me. I might be able to zone before I die. You know, it's funny, yesterday I had a group, I didn't aggro once, and now I'm just trying to solo escape the area, and I'm getting hit constantly. Alright, we're almost out of the dunes. That goblin is still chasing me, by the way. They usually don't despawn. Alright, we made it. We made it. We're going to zone into Lethine Plateau. Plateau? Plateau. I don't know how you say it. Is it plateau or plateau? I think I enunciate the T too much. Alright, Lethine Plateau. Plateau? All right, let's go. We're gonna just start heading back, I think, to Ronfar and do the warrior thing. If people start looking for a group, I can always warp back to the dunes, but I can't level. White Mage is a really slow leveler. You can't really solo it. Versus, I think you can easier with melee classes. Like I said, they don't require spells and things like that. There's a Rock Eater. That's a decent challenge. Maybe we could kill the Rock Eater. I feel like this is either a really good idea or a really bad idea. It has high defense. You know, let's go towards the front. I'd rather kill easies. Every mob has a toughness to it. The sheep is tough. If it's an even match or tough or very tough or incredibly tough, I can't kill it. If it's a decent challenge or it's easy, I can kill it. But easier mobs are less work, so you get experience faster. And that's really what you're trying to do in this, is to get faster experience. Like this one's a decent challenge, but the thing is, I like killing goblins because they sometimes kill themselves. Let's give this one a shot. This might be a terrible idea, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Maybe. He keeps walking slowly away from me. Really? Man. All right, let's try one more time. He resisted my paralyze. That's not good for me. Shit. This might have been a bad idea, because my club skill is not actually that high. I'm probably going to die. Alright, I got the paralyze off. Maybe I'll be okay. Oh, his casting of poison was interrupted by a paralyze. That's important. Paralyze and what they call enfeebles in this game are so underrated. They're so good. Alright, he used Goblin Rush. And what makes them so good is they halt the enemy's attacks or slow them down. So even later on, you want to have those for tanks. Oh, I think I'm going to kill him. And I got a good number of skill ups from that, so that was totally worth doing. Not a ton of experience. I only got 50. But I think the skill ups were worth it. Because I got combat skill ups, evasion up, club up, shield up. Alright, we're going to do that again. Let's... Oh, I've got Dia. Dia's a dot, so I've got a dot on me and I can't rest. So I have to wait for that to go away. I have to be honest, though, just sitting here killing things makes me nervous because I'm not close to my home point, and if I die, I lose experience. Partying up in a group is way safer. All right, let's just wait here. We'll wait here while Dia runs off, and then we'll rest up. Yeah, there it is. And when you rest, you get mana and health, but I'm trying to be in a habit of healing myself so I get some skill ups, because along the way I'll need that. Gotta be in a comfy position here. So I was originally going to play Dying Light tonight, but since I got FFXI 11, Final Fantasy 11 to broadcast, I just want to play this. I'm going to play this for like the next week and a half at least. This is officially a Final Fantasy 11 stream. So, looking forward to that. I should change the title too so that people know it's a 75 cap server, maybe. I don't know if everybody knows that. There we go. Alright, if I get some mana, we'll try to find another goblin to kill. Like I said, I really hope I get a party, but if not, we'll kill some things on the way back to Ronfar, and we'll level warrior up. Or we could do black mage, and I could just go really broke buying spells. See, that one's very tough. I can't kill that. And you want to avoid aggroing it too, so... It's a sight aggro. We're going to run behind it. And up the hill. There's also orcs, like that one up there. That one's an IT orc. An incredibly tough orc, so I don't want to get hit by that either. Alright. This thing's easy prey, so let's go ahead and kill this. One thing we could try is there's an area full of orcs or skeletons. We could go to Ronpar's tomb for skeletons and bats and solo those. Or we could go kill orcs in, I think is it called Fort Gelsba? It's the orc outpost near Ronfar. That might be fun. I'm just concerned because my combat skills are so low. Like, my club should be around level 30 at this point. Same with my shield and evasion. Alright, so that's easy, gave me 40 experience. And took way less mana and health to kill. So I want to find easy stuff and just chain it. Or kill a bunch in a row. Let's see where I am. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's another orc. That one's very tough. I want to ignore that. That one is tough. And there's a battering ram. Those are rare in this area. Oh, fuck, I aggroed. Okay. Now we're just going to do a mad dash to the zone. So I don't die. Hopefully. I don't know how it aggroed me. I was pretty far off from it. The one thing that I worry about with aggroing orcs here, especially stuff like that with bio where there's a dot on me. I see he's chasing me. I don't know if he's going to reset. So there's other orcs I can aggro, but on top of that, the dot could kill me. Shit, I aggroed it. I'm going to die. I'm definitely going to die. I could try to live. I've got a lot chasing me. I don't think I'm going to live. Alright, we're going to... Oh, fuck. You know, I just said battering rams were rare, and now I see a second one. That kind of surprises me. Alright, the grappler keeps missing, but that stone chucker is destroying me. I might make it to the zone. I really wish they stopped chasing you. I have 3 chasing me. Hopefully I can make it here. Still chasing me. Okay. Well, I'm far enough ahead of it, so as long as I don't aggro anything else, I think I'm okay. Oh, shit. My auto run stopped. Hey, Death. How's it going, man? I don't know how cheese is political. I mean, your opinion's wrong, but it doesn't matter because it's not very political. What kind of cheese are you talking about? Are you talking about cheese goldfish, blocks of cheese, shredded cheese, string cheese, cheese on pizza, Parmesan cheese, cheese sticks? There's a lot of cheese options that you could be talking about. And depending on which of those you're talking about is whether I agree with you. My wife eats blocks of cheese, and I don't understand it. It's like she's a fucking rat. She's just like, she loves it. I'm not a fan. I like it as a topping, but I just can't. I can't get in eating slices or string or anything like that. Well, that guy just saved me from one. That was a mistake. He's gonna die. It looks like they stopped chasing me, though. I'm not going to risk it. We'll just keep running. Yeah, there's a couple people looking for groups now. All right, we made it. We made it. Let's see. So these in here are easy prey, so I could kill these pretty quickly and get some quick experience. Low experience, but quick experience. Are you eating cheese right now, Death? It's a weird thing to come into the stream just to say. Like, hey, it's cheese night. I just think that's great. Hey, Tails. I know a little bit, but I wouldn't say that I'm a pro. I have a computer that I built, so I can do that. I don't know if that's enough to diagnose your problem, whatever that is. By the way, Tales from the Crypt was a great show. I'm dating myself with that, but I loved it. I actually watched a documentary on the Nightmare on Elm Street series where they were talking about all the realistic effects that they put into place. And a lot of those guys who worked on Nightmare on Elm Street went over to work on Tales from the Crypt. Practical effects, that's what they're called. You know, they weren't using computer animation or digital stuff. Oh, on 11? Yeah, I thought I saw you or somebody say that in Faros' stream too, or on Discord. I don't really know what's going on there. To me, it sounds like your resolution's out of whack. So if I actually posted a YouTube video on how to correct your resolution, I would go follow that guide. And like if you have I have a 4K monitor. So for the foreground, the monitor is picking up everything at 4K. And then I have the background set to double that. But if you're getting checkerboards or something, it might be that your graphics card can't handle that and you'll need to like cut it in half. So if your foreground is, 1920 by 1080, you might want to make your background either the same or less than that, so you're not getting that checkerboard effect. But it might not it could just be a monitor issue too. Like, I don't know if you play other games or what kind of graphic card you have. But not all graphics cards are great. You know what I mean? Yeah, but truthfully, it could just be your graphics card can't handle it. It could be your processor, it could be your monitor, could be the game settings. I really don't know without knowing more. God, I hate wearing glasses. I didn't need glasses when I was younger. I want to get LASIK. I can't stand having to wear these things. Actually, Tails, if you pull up Ashita right now and like right-click on the configuration you picked to hit play, and then go to the second tab, that would take you to the resolution part. So just double check those numbers. It could also just be a bad install too. Like you might need to reinstall the game too. There's a lot of problems it could be. All right, this is super slow. We're getting 20 experience a kill, but we could level this way until we can get a group. It doesn't look like there's many groups either. Let's see if there's any tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see anybody who's leading a group at my level. Yeah, there's one guy, and there's a lot of people looking. That is one of the frustrating parts about this game that I did not remember, is that it's hard to find. Sometimes it can be hard to find people to play with. And even though it's a private server and there's a lot of people playing right now, that doesn't mean they're in their level range or wanting to do the same thing you are. Death, did you ever play, I mean, aside from the cheese situation, did you ever play Final Fantasy XI? This is my first MMO, so I'm in love with this. I could talk about this game all night, which is one of the reasons I'm streaming it, because I'm going to talk about it all night. It was great. It's still great. WoW came out about 2.5 years after this. So, like, graphically, you know, it looks a little more outdated, I guess. They had these things called macros, so you'd set up your actions this way. They didn't have, like, a visual or graphical ability bar like WoW. I mean, it works the same way. It's just you have to type in everything manually. So if I want to cast a spell, I create a macro up here, and then I just select it. You can also do that through their bar. And the bar is set up just like any Final Fantasy bar. Oh, bomb toss. He killed himself. I love that. I love when they kill themselves. Now let's kill the forest hare. Here we go. We're going to kill these goblin fishers. Maybe they'll drop a fishing rod. I think a lot of people fish in this game. As far as crafting goes, it's a pretty easy way to make money. That's fine, Death. I can still tell you all about the game. Because that's what I'm doing all night. Oh, Tales from the Crypt. You know what's funny is, like, Twitch is so fucked when it comes to viewers. Like, the other night, and I shit you not, I don't usually have a lot of viewers, Death, you know that. But I had, like, 15 viewers the other night, and it was showing, like, 3. And I know a lot of them are bots. Like, five of these are bots, but Twitch and Streamlabs says 1 right now, but 2 of you are talking. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? By the way, you guys are welcome to follow me and subscribe. Oh, you can't subscribe. I'm not even an affiliate. But feel free to hit follow. Hang out. Come back. Visit. I'll be playing this for the next week. And Death, that, you know what's funny is, like, to get affiliate, you have to have on Thank you, Tales from the Crypt, for the follow. In order to have affiliate status, you need 3 average viewers. I know, Death. I'm just trying to not point out Tales from the Crypt here. You have to have 3 average viewers to make affiliate, and there's been nights where I swear I have 3 people and they aren't getting counted. So like it's weird because you'll have 3 people chatting, but my average ends up being like 2.5. It doesn't make any sense. I legit don't know how they determine the numbers. The other thing I found out is that unless people are chatting, they don't technically count as viewers. So if you have somebody you're watching and you're actually interested in, make sure you're chatting every once in a while, even if it's just to say hi, because it doesn't count otherwise. Now we're going to get that Goblin Weaver over there. Sin and I were actually going to play Dying Light together tonight, and I bailed on him for this. I feel like an asshole, but I really wanted to play this. I was like, Sin, do you want to co-op Dying Light with me? I said this to him last week. He's like, yeah, that sounds great. And he installed it and everything, and I just bailed on him. Like, I sent him a message an hour ago. I'm like, I'm not playing Dying Light tonight. Just an FYI. Oh, I hit 60 followers too. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Thank you, Tails. I appreciate that. Even more now. You and Death are my 2 viewers, but that follow means a lot. Death, you were one of my first followers, actually. I think you were in the first 10, right? It's kind of wild because I haven't even been streaming a full 90 days yet. So I feel like I'm, as a streamer, getting better at talking to myself. But it's nice with an audience because it makes it a lot easier to talk. We'll just say you were in the top 10. I wonder why other people start streaming. Like, for me, I didn't have any expectations of, like, making money or anything off this. I just did it for fun. My wife was saying, well, you play games anyway. Why not just stream? Tonight or in general? I started... So, I streamed occasionally, like, 2 years ago. And for me doing it presently, like I have been, where I was streaming like every other night, every night to every other night. I've been streaming for the last 3 months. Like, I think it's been, what is this, episode 84 or something? However many days that is how long I've been doing it. So I started back in like March or April, I think. It's not a very long time. I can give you the exact date. I'd have to look at YouTube to see when I beat the first game on my Steam list. Yeah, but up until April, like, I think, what's wild is I started streaming the Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, and I got rated literally every night I streamed Elder Scrolls. So like a bunch of people that follow Sin or Red Dead or that group found me through that because I was streaming. I think I was streaming Oblivion when Sin first rated me, which is cool. It's weird though that, like, what's interesting is, like, people look for specific games. So like I was playing Dark Souls on stream and I got rated for that too, and a bunch of people followed me. Like it's since I don't stream just one game all the time, I think it's harder to keep attention of people who follow me. Because you know, like I'm like that too. Like when I go on to Twitch to watch somebody, I'm usually watching because of a specific type of game. I like to watch the Happy Hob because he no hits Dark Souls. I think that's amazing. Death, I am personally offended you don't remember the exact moment you followed me. I'm crushed. I'm absolutely crushed. Streamlabs doesn't go back that far either, so I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. Oh, shit. And now you get to sit here talking to me while I play a 16-plus-year-old game. Yeah, think about that. Almost 20-year-old game. Was it May? All right, hold on. I'm going to look while I'm resting here. Let me pull that aside here. That's my Twitch stats. My first video... I published my first video, which is the Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, on April 6th. So August 6th will be my, July 6th will be my 3-month anniversary from, click your username. Does that show you details? Oh, it does. Yeah, you've been following since May 29th. You've sent 923 messages, and I had to time you out once. I think that was an auto timeout, though, right? From Streamlabs? See, that's how good a streamer I am. I had no idea you could actually do that with Streamlabs, or with the chat. Occasional muscle fuck. I may have pulled too much here. Occasional muscle spasms are probably that you don't have enough potassium. Like if you're getting cramps and stuff, you probably need to eat a banana. So go eat a banana. All right, this is not good. I mean, it could be anything, man. I don't know. Like, I used to get muscle spasms and leg cramps, and it was because I didn't have enough potassium. So I just started eating bananas every morning, and they went away. That was the wrong move. Shit. I am probably gonna die here. No? Alright, I lucked out. I don't mind bananas. They're good. They're alright. But they, you know, they're not my favorite food. I eat one every day. The other thing you should do is maybe stretch that muscle. Maybe you're overusing it, or it's not getting the right amount of exercise. Because you still have to stretch too. That's why people do yoga, you know? You've got to like stretch out your body and your muscles. It doesn't matter how good of shape you're in. It's all your muscles spasming? I mean, that could be a seizure. I don't know. You should get checked out by a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm just throwing out things. I'm trying to be helpful like that. Level 12! Oh my god! Let's see, let's put up a note, a search note. All right, now I've got a search note too, so people can find me. So like if you look at my note, oh, it doesn't come up yet? Or maybe it takes a second. Yeah, it's still there. All right. I don't know. That's weird, man. I would be really concerned actually with that. What does it pull up if you Google it? Like, what are the couple of things you have that pop up? Like, it's probably cancer, AIDS, or a heart attack, right? Like, those are the 5 things that always come up for me. I put in that I had a fever and a cough, and it's like, you have AIDS. It's like, what? No, I don't. All right, I guess that guy's fine. Your spine and your brainstem are collapsed? That's fucking terrible. Is that what it says? I think you'd have other symptoms, right? I'll tell you though, my wife had a nerve condition, and she would get like spasms and tingles all the way through her body. So it's probably not a bad idea to make an appointment with your doctor to see a neurologist. Well, it may not be major now, but it could be it could turn into that. Yeah, but it's not, I mean, that's the thing. They have tests for that sort of thing. So like they can test that your nerves are like functioning the right way. They zap you with like electricity. I don't think it's very pleasant, if I'm being honest. But at least they can test to see that your nerves are working the right way and that there's no like real concerns. And you got to take that seriously because, like, my wife's condition, people get it and then they can be paralyzed. Just they'll wake up one day and not be able to move. So it's a super big deal to figure out what it is so that you know what you're dealing with. And if it's not a big deal, I don't know. I'd rather know, but that's me. Some people would rather go life not knowing that. On the flip side, I get shakes in my hands. My hands shake sometimes, and it's a family trait. It's just a genetic thing. It's like a mini form of Parkinson's. Like it's only our hands, but There's no concerns at all about like real Parkinson's or anything like that. So even though it seems like it's a big deal, like, you know, my hand starts shaking, that's pretty big to other people. It's not to me. Bomb toss. Oh, he didn't kill himself, though. What a jerk. A clothes pole. I got a fishing rod. That's exciting. Do you want to fish? We should fish. Let's fish real quick. Let's kill more goblins. Yeah, clothes pole right there. I don't have any bait, though. We'll need to get some bait. Also, I like that it says for big fish. Like this little pond's gonna have big fish. What is it? If it's not a muscle spasm, what is it? I'm actually concerned about, you know. It's probably nothing, but I don't know. With health right now, you kind of have to just assume the worst, I think. Hospitals are fucking full. I don't know where you live, but my dad's near Houston, and he can't go to a hospital because they're all 100% full. Tails, did you get your graphics thing figured out? See what's going on? Tails, did you try launching it in full screen mode instead of windowed mode? I wonder if that's it. Fast water fishing rod. All right, we got 2 fishing rods. No, I mean, you said it was like your finger or something. I'm sure it's just like 1 or 2 muscles here and there. Like, I get that, but... Like, when I get a leg cramp, it's just my calf muscles. Or it's just, you know, it's just one muscle in my leg that spasms. Like, that's exactly how I would describe it. As a spasming muscle. Anyway, all I'm saying is just, you know, take care of yourself. If you think it's worth going in, go in. If you don't worry about it. You know better than me. You know your body. I call what I'm doing right now twitching. I think they missed an opportunity. Like, calling it streaming is... That's dumb. That's so 1990. Let's call it twitching. Hold on 1 second. I need to do something. 1 second. All right. I need to get some medicine from the other room, I think. So I'm gonna let this next fight go auto while I go grab something. Got a headache. It's killing me, but I don't know why. I think there's a storm coming through. It might have something to do with that. I don't usually get headaches. I used to when I used to drink soda because I'd have like that caffeine headache. I don't get that anymore because I stopped drinking soda. But in the last like day or two, we've had these bad storms coming through, and I get a migraine every time one comes through. I have such old man problems. I've got a bad back. I've got like headaches when it storms. Yeah, you know, that's actually a good one. Like if I read for too long, I can get a headache from the strain, which never used to happen when I was younger. All right, I'm at 30 out of 30 items, so we're going to have to go sell some stuff. Inventory management in this game is a big deal. Um, shit, you know what? It's full. All right, let's do this. Let's get rid of the rock salt, I guess. What is happening with this? Flintstone. Low magnesium levels. Oh, that could be. Do you take vitamins? Rock salt. I don't know what the Lufette salt is. I'm gonna have to look that up because that's a rare. So that means a quest item usually. Oh, I hate throwing so much stuff away. All right, let's throw that away too. And I got a water crystal. All right. I'm gonna just grab some Tylenol real quick. I will be right back. Give me 1 minute. Hey, I'm back. I don't know about your cholesterol, but mine is super high. I take cholesterol meds too. Like I said, I have old man problems. Again, that's a genetic thing. It runs in my family. I don't know why, but everybody in my family has high cholesterol on my dad's side. So, but yeah, you got to drink water, take some vitamins. You know, make sure you're. I take a daily vitamin. I don't know if it helps, but it makes me feel better that I'm taking it. Maybe it's a placebo. It's probably a placebo, but I feel better taking it. Yeah, that's what they used to tell me, and then it got like way over high. They were like, "All right, you got to go on the pill for that." I'm actually trying to lose weight. I've lost 26 pounds since March. Um, been watching my diet. I've been exercising, but it's not, you know, it's not easy to lose weight and watch what you're eating all the time, and it's not fun either. We're going to kill just one or two more of these goblins because I don't... So if you die, you lose about 10% of your levels. So at this point, if I die, I'm okay. I'm not going to de-level. What, having high cholesterol? Or that you have a cholesterol problem? Yeah, it sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it, man. You got to take health seriously. I had a friend of mine who I used to play games with, actually, and he got up to like 400 pounds. And he was trying to lose weight. He got, in a year, he lost like 100 of that. He got down to 300. He was really like trying his best. He was exercising every day. And then he had a heart attack and he died. And I know that was a depressing story, but I don't know. I take health very seriously. You know, you only have so much time on the earth and you gotta really watch it. I still have a bit to lose. I wanna get down another 20 pounds. Another 20 pounds would put me down to my high school weight. So if I can get down to high school weight, I'll feel pretty good. I don't know what you weigh. I doubt it's 400 pounds. Most people aren't 400 pounds. That was like very extreme, but he's a good guy. He made me laugh. You know, it's all you can ask for from a friend. And it just sucks that in the last year he was like, yeah, I'm going to totally change how I'm doing things. My life is going to be different. I'm turning this around. And then he died. Like that's a rough way to go, you know? You've made that decision, you're ready to make a change, and then go for it. Go weigh yourself. I'll put you on the brioche diet. It's mostly like not eating, but the brioche diet consists of no calories, water, starvation. You too can weigh nothing. All it takes is a little effort in hating yourself. I think that's the part about dieting that sucks the worst is like you just have to change all of your habits. You know, you go from like eating normal foods and, you know, I think, you know, the thing is food is such a social thing too. You know, people literally go out to eat with each other. We go to restaurants, we hang out, we like socialize over a dinner table, and it's really hard not to do that, you know? I think the only reason this is working so well for me right now is the pandemic, because I feel isolated and stuck in my house. So, like from a... Oh, geez, you weigh nothing. You weigh nothing. 136 pounds is nothing. On the flip side, I have another friend who's like 130 pounds and he's trying to gain weight. He's trying to gain weight. He can't. He doesn't feel like 130 is enough. Like he's got health problems from being too light. Isn't that wild though? Like, you know, you can be completely overweight or underweight, and no matter what, nothing's right. Nothing's right with a doctor. Oh, you're 16? I didn't know that. That's fine. That's a fine weight. You'll gain like 20 pounds in the next 2 years. I think when I graduated high school, I was 175. 165 to 175, somewhere in there. I want to say 175. So yeah, that's a fine, it's a fine weight. Nothing to worry about. Oh god, Dia. I've got Dia. I've got a dot. Yeah, I had a really good metabolism up until like my third year of college. And then it just stopped. It just stopped. And I started eating shit foods. Like when you get to college and you move out, and it's a lot harder to like eat healthy, or at least it was for me, because I didn't have good habits. If you have those habits now, it's fine. Oh, you'll be fine. But again, like focus on like the good habits, because it's so much harder to do it when you're my age. I think I like vegetables too. I like fruits too, but you know what I like more than those? Pizza. Fast food. Soda. And it's easily available is the thing. That's the problem. Like when I went to college, well hell, even my high school, but my college had like a Chick-fil-A and a Taco Bell like right in the middle of the cafeteria. That was what was available, man. We weren't eating salads. We were eating Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A every day. So it's harder to eat healthy when you don't have those other options readily available. It doesn't matter. Like if I like vegetables, that was fine. But like if I didn't have a way to get to them very easily or cook them, I wasn't eating them. There was a grocery store up the road, but it was inconvenient. I love the music in this zone, by the way. This is Western Ronfar. I didn't look up that Lufette salt. Let's see what that does real quick. If there's a quest for that, we'll turn it in. If I need more than one, we'll just drop it. There's 2 quests. It requires 3. There's one for 2, but I have to turn in the first. So I guess it's repeatable. All right, well, I'm probably going to drop that salt. All right, we're going to kill this dude real quick. This is a notorious monster. Notorious monster. He has a name. And he hits a little harder. But he can also drop special gear. Death, man, if you want to go play Ziv, go play it. I've had fun talking to you, though. Feel free to come on back, because I will be playing this all night. I love this game. Absolutely love it. I'm planning on playing more next week too. My special lady friend isn't going to be around, so I'm probably going to be on every night for the next couple of days. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Oh, it's a man-eater. Oh, a man-eater. I got it. All right. It's taken me 20 years. I finally got the joke. a man-eater. Took me this long to understand that. I got it! I got the Tanax trap! Oh, that's great! Oh, I don't think it sells for anything, but we're still going to use it. Oh, that's fantastic. You know what's great about this game is like, and this is not game related at all, really, but the people who play it are amazing. I don't think there's a more positive group of people playing any single game that exists today. This is the most positive group of people. They're such fans of this game and of the series. They're willing to help each other. They're excited about the game. I don't think there is a better group of people that play any other game. Name one game where people are super positive and helpful. I mean, really, like all the time and consistently through the life of the game. Because that's one thing that this has going for it, is that it is a super, super positive social atmosphere. All right, I have a lot of crap to sell. Let's see if anything in my auction sold. One thing sold. All right, so good. So we can put something up. Let's see what this stuff sells for. 900, 900, 80, 200. We're going to hold on to the cloth and the thread for now. I'm going to put that in my Mog house. Wow, those sell for a lot. I didn't expect a beetle jaw to sell for that much. Maybe I should just kill beetles over and over again. 10 rack strap. All right, we just got that drop. 4,000. All right, that's pretty good. I kind of want to keep it to use, though. Here, we'll sell the crystals. 2,500. I feel like that's less than they were yesterday. Yeah, they were going for 3,500 yesterday. What the hell? All right, let's stop the sale, I guess. By the way, massive improvements. Sorry, somebody's asking if there's a group going in the dunes, and I offered my services. Massive improvements in the auction house, though, on the server from the retail. I mean, you still can only list 7 items, so that kind of sucks. You currently have 100 or more of the maximum 100 items listed? What are they talking about? I don't have 100 items on the auction. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little confused about what that means, so... Oh, there's a kitty cat. That's a good name. Oh, it looks like I might have found a group for the dunes, so let me go empty my bag. I don't know what that. I got an auction. I know I'm blocking chat with my beautiful, wonderful face. But I just got a message that I hit my max for the auction house where I can't post anymore. It says I met a max of 100. I don't know what that means. Oh, it says if I zone, it fixes it. Okay. So people are telling me. All right, well that's good. Let's put some of this in the house here, the Moogle house. This Moogle house is going to be full. Shoot. I was worried that would happen. Alright, there we go. So I've still got some openings in there, but like inventory space is a real problem in this game. I'm already at 43 out of 50, so most of this I'm keeping because it's not fully stacked. I want to sell it. Like the copper ore stack sells for more. Same with the lizard skins, lizard's tails. But these beastman seals, there's actually a really good way to make money later on where you fight. They call them burning circles, notorious monster fights, the BCNM, and they're great for making money if you can win the fight. Oh shit, I needed to sell one more thing because I did have room for one more thing to go in the auction. All right, let me go back in. All right. You know, it's funny. I've streamed 2 MMOs on my stream now. Elder Scrolls Online and this one. Completely different games. Like, you couldn't have 2 more different games than these 2. I absolutely love Elder Scrolls Online, but I would pick this game over that game in a heartbeat. Any day of the week. Any day of the week, I would pick this game. Hey, Sai. How's it going, man? Happy Friday. I don't know about you, but I work and I am done for the week, so I am super happy to not be working. Oh, you played! Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. This is a private server. You can play right now for free. Go download it. Come play with me. It's called Nasomi. It's a level 75 cap. So they took out all the crap like after Ot or Gone where they started to raise the level. You can get up to like Blue Mage, Puppet Master, and Corsair, but everything else is like old school, old school. I've even got an LS, man. They're like, we're actually leveling in the dunes. I just got a group for it. Yeah, I played that one. I actually played as recently as last year. I went and played, but it's totally different. Like you can level from 1 to 99 in like a day. It's just not the same game it used to be. But I started this like 2 or 3 nights ago. And I'm level 12 white mage right now. I don't even have a sub job. You know, look at my gear. I'm wearing like the starting gear. Can't afford anything. I have no money. It's great, but this is a private server, so they have like they have about 900 people playing right now, which I think is pretty good. I think having that many people is pretty good for a private server. But they have it wrapped in like a mod wrapper, so you can play at 60 FPS. You can upgrade the graphics. My resolution I'm playing at is 4K right now. The only thing that sucks is starting over, because when I played last year, I got everything to 99. I had every job to 99. I was doing in-game content. I was trying to like get some of the relic items and weapons, but it's, in this game now, it's such a different game from like the 99 version. Yeah, I used Windower too on the retail version. Let's see what happened to my group here. All right, I think there's going to be a group soon. I decided to go White Mage though because it's a great sub job, and what I'm thinking I'm going to do is either play Beastmaster, because I never soloed Beastmaster back in the day. I think that would be fun to do. Or I'm going to try out Dragoon, because Dragoons can solo too with the White Mage back subclass. So you never had a group? Did you solo Dragoon? I had a friend who played Monk back in the day, and he could never get a group. And I always invited him. I always felt bad, but Monk's it did good damage, But he could never get a group. He'd sit in Juno for hours, and then I'd log on, and he'd be like, "Oh, hey, come with me." I was like, "All right." I did Dynamis with a Japanese group, so I'd wake up at 3 a.m. So it was Japanese afternoon, and we'd do Dynamis, and it was crazy, but it was awesome. I had full AF2, and that's back before they had like upgrades to the AF and stuff. Japanese were the best, but there are some Japanese people on this server too. It's just not as many. For the most part, this is a North American and European group. But I logged in. I worked today, but during lunch I logged in, and there were groups in the dunes leveling up and stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty populated. You've got a pretty dedicated group of people playing. No, they didn't. And I don't think people playing now do too. Like, I was just saying this before you came on, but I don't think you can find a better community of players than what exists in Final Fantasy. Like, the players playing this game are so helpful, and like, they may not have been always that way back when we were playing in like the main day, but since then, as it's become a smaller game, it's definitely turned into a pretty group. And that's the thing, like, I love ESO. I think ESO is pretty similar from a community standpoint, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Like, ESO, you can pretty much play at any level with anybody you want, and it's like, it's very kumbaya-ish, but you pretty much are soloing. But it's close. It's not the same, but it's close. The guy who just helped me is 14. Maybe he'll get me a group. That's the one thing about White Mage that sucks, is like the leveling solo is terrible. Speaking of VSO, I've been doing my dailies every day. I hit like I think I'm 130 CP now. So I'm pretty close to hitting that 160 mark. I'm trying to hold off on doing more like zone quests until I can get to 160. Because I want to get the gear from those zones. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been doing my dailies once a day. Like, I'm religiously doing the dungeons. I'm trying to get my Warden to 50 so that the CP transfers over. And I'm going to go tank Warden instead. My Dragon Knight, though, is the one who's leveling the CP. And I get, like, 6 to 7 levels per dungeon. Like, the CP is very fast to level. I've actually been pretty happy with that. Revival Tree Root. I don't know what the hell that's for. I think it's alchemy, right? Ah, he's slowly walking away. I don't know. I've mad respect for people who can farm and grind the ESO dungeons, though. Some of those dungeons are so long. I just can't. I couldn't sit there doing more than like 3 in a row. I think that's the max for me. Because, you know, like some of them are like 10 minutes and then others are like, here's a 40-minute dungeon. It's like, oh, geez. Just such a like wide range. I watch Red Dead sometimes, and you know he's literally just grinding dungeons all day, every day. I don't know how he does it. I would go bonkers. And I actually haven't leveled my crafting in ESO either. Like I think that's the next step is once I hit 160, I want to level a craft. Because I feel like it's super important to have some of those gears that you can make. Ironically, that's what I need to do in this game too. So I'm just going to be crafting for like 2 months. Bomb toss, kill yourself. Ah, I didn't do it. There we go. Yeah, I don't care for the crafting. Which I actually like it in 14. I don't know if you played 14 at all. 14's crafting is great. The crafting in this game is painful, but the money you make and the gear you can make later, if you can craft, is so worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I don't know what. Yeah, I actually have an active account in 14 right now, and I've got everything capped in crafting. But I don't know, like, in this game, what the best one to go is. Like, if I'm going to go Dragoon or Beastmaster, like, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, you could go pretty much anything and still make money. I heard the patch for 14 is coming out next week or the week after. So if it comes... I just canceled my sub, but I still have, like, another month of play. So if it comes out in the next week or two, I'll probably renew it. What server are you on? Are we playing on the same server? Because I was Legacy since I had my 11 account. Oh, okay. I'm on Excalibur. Which is the Legacy, one of the Legacy servers they had. I played back in 1.0 and everything. Which was awesome. I actually liked 1.0 too. I know a lot of people hated it, but I was all for it. I loved 1.0. Even the stuff that, like, even the stuff that Oh, okay. Do you still get the pricing though, since you're a legacy? Like, did you get to keep the account status? Because that's the one thing about 14 that I like so much is it's like I pay like $6 a month to play. So like for 48 bucks, I get my 6 month account. It's nothing, you know. Oh, you didn't get that? I merged mine and my wife's, and she doesn't even play, but I merged hers just in case. I bought her the game in 1.0. You know what I wish they would do is give uh, a retail subscription to Final Fantasy 11 with the 14, because I would play the hell out of the original, like the retail of 11 too, if it was included. But I just don't want to pay for both. That sucks, man. I'll give Square Enix support that like they're not great, but if you can get through to them, they are pretty helpful. But like their account management's terrible. Like that whole like account management page they have set up is really hard to use. Hmm. Well, I don't know that I'm getting a group tonight, so I think we're just gonna kill stuff around this lake. I mean, experience is still experience. It's just slower. That's a pain, man. Like I hate to hear that because it like having that legacy status for me meant so much. I mean, it's not just the price of the monthly subscription, but the fact that I was there in 1.0 and I was supporting the game as they were working on it. I don't know. I have that legacy chocobo they gave out, and it's just I think it's important. I think it's important that you have that status. The uh, the one other thing I wish they did with that game is I wish they'd bring back. This is just me like bitching a little bit about how the game works, but I wish they'd bring in some of the 1.0 fights that the team worked on. Like I know they have Ifrit and they have Titan and stuff like that, but I wish they'd bring back what was that Raven fight where the meteors were coming down? I want the original version of that. I don't want the version they made for the story. I want the 1.0 version to be brought back, and I want to be able to play that again. And I want them just so people can remember what it was like. I'd like them to bring back the old UI just for that fight. So, you log into the zone and you have the old UI on your screen. Not necessarily the graphics, but the old UI, just like the action bar. And then you go to fight the old Raven. I would love that. I think that would be cool. I'm completely happy with what they have now. I just think there are some features about that were really cool. Did you do like I don't know how far you got into it back in 1.0, but did you do like a wolf party and everything? Like I leveled to cap and everything. I had like two different classes to cap at that point. One of which was Dragoon or Lancer. It was pretty grindy though. I mean, the game is obviously way better now. Like it's not even a question. Like you had to grind mobs, you had to grind those quests and everything. Oh, that dude just gave me haste. See, that's what I'm talking about. That was really cool of him. Such a good community. When I was new to 11, I played Red Mage. And I have a little place in my heart for that job. Like, I love it. And I played it a bit in 14, and it's just so different. But now that I'm back playing 11, I don't want to play Red Mage again. I feel like I've done that. Like, that whole story and that character, they're just gone. Like, it's over. It's weird to feel that way about a character, but I always wondered how I'd feel about that. Like, what happened if the servers ever went offline or my character got deleted? Like, how would you feel knowing that was all gone? And I really don't mind at all. Like, I'm kind of glad that it's all gone and it's complete. You know, my name for my red mage on Final Fantasy XI was Briok, and when I tried to log into this game, it wouldn't let me use the name Briok. I don't know if somebody had it already or if there was a problem with it. I don't know, but it just wouldn't let me pick the name. Just why I went with Briok, dies backwards, seed. I'm sure somebody had it already because I actually got that name as like a random name generator from 11. But I used it all the way through WoW. I used it in basically any MMO I've played, I've used that name. I use it on Twitch. I just can't imagine there's that many Brioks in the world, though. Because since I learned it and I got it specifically from the Final Fantasy XI random generator, it doesn't seem like there would be that many. I mean, I don't know. If I was to look at WoW, I think there were probably 6 total. Because once you load a name into WoW, it automatically adds it to the random generator. That's why you get, like, stupid names half the time. What was your starting city in 11? Was it Sandoria? Was it the right city? It's funny how you get like a little grudge for the other regions, but like I started in Sandoria on this account. Look at this. Windhurst owns Ronfar. They own Nurvalen. They own Zolkheim. Zolkheim. They own freaking everything, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't go over to this area to get the, like, the package deliveries done. You know? I can't even get my Ronfar one done. It's ridiculous. They own everything. I started in the wrong city. A Bastok Yum Warrior. That's cool. I started as a Yum Red Mage, and I hated the game. And my wife said, well, you paid for it, so just play it. I wasn't married at the time. And then I was hooked. So it's really her fault. Sorry, what do you play other than ESO? And apparently 14, which I think is great that you play. Hey, the Crazy Gamer. Thank you for the follow. Are you a little surprised I could read your name, even though it had a 3 instead of an E? You play WoW Classic or the new one, the retail? Both? I tried getting back into WoW Classic and I just couldn't do it. I think the problem is that I tried doing it the week it came out and all of the servers were packed, so I couldn't play with any of my friends, and it was really frustrating to me. And you know, it's a good game, but like I'm going to tell you from a nostalgia factor, Final Fantasy XI has way more of it for me than WoW ever did. Like I was pretty psyched to play WoW Classic, and I started leveling a paladin. It was really frustrating, right? And like I had a bunch of friends who were playing, and they're still playing, but since I couldn't start with them because I couldn't get in the server, it just wasn't worth doing to me. I gave up. It was about a month in, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to pay for this twice if I can't play with the people I want to. I think they fixed a bit of that, though, because a lot of people dropped off those servers, like as the hype wore down, but that was really frustrating. Paid twice? I don't know what you mean. Oops. I paid for 1 month. Oh, hey. Nice. I know who you are. We actually weren't we in a party earlier too for like 5 minutes? It was around lunchtime my time. No, Saya, what I'm saying is I was only subbed to WoW for like that 1 month for Classic. I played retail. I've done up to the current content, but then I stopped playing because it was so grindy. I actually pre-ordered the expansion though. Shadowlands, I'm hoping it's good. I don't have high hopes for it though. This last expansion sucked. Legion was great. Legion was amazing. But who knows what the next one's going to look like. Crazy Gamer's playing Final Fantasy XI, Sai. You should come back and play it. I will send you the link. You can download the server and the install. It takes like 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you could be up and playing Final Fantasy XI. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. I wish I could get a group. I've been walking around for like 2 hours with my looking for group up. I need more friends. Oh, do you guys switch off? I didn't know that. Yeah, that Ranger was nuts. He wasn't doing that great of DPS either. He was just pulling the hate off you. It's too much. I pulled it off you a couple times too. I just gotten Cure 2 and I was like, oh, emergency button, let me do that. Which was my mistake. I haven't healed in the dunes in like 20 years, so I'm sorry about that. See, Saya, you're streaming the same nights I am, man. That's why I never catch your streams. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday night's family night. So I'm usually not on. I've been able to catch Tweet a couple of times, though. Maybe it's just because he streams later than I do. I don't know. Tweet was on vacation, right? Hasn't he been gone for the last week? I've gotten about 2,000 experience by myself as a white mage tonight so far. So, doing pretty good. Maybe I can solo all the way to 37. I played on Valifor, and I've played retail off and on. I actually played last year. I went back and played. Valifor got like sucked up with some other server though, so I was on. Shoot, I don't remember what it was. Last time I played was last summer, but I did all of the current content and raids. I was playing as Corsair, Puppet Master, and Geomancer. So it was basically support. And occasionally I'd be brought in on my Puppet Master because they didn't need me to support, which was kind of nice. Sure is super, super packed. Hey, it's Pager! Welcome back. It's good to see you. Pager, I was actually going to send you a message after stream to see if you were okay. I've actually been worried about you because I haven't heard from you. And I think you said you were on vacation, so I didn't want to bother you and be creepy, but I also was like, where's Pager? Is she all right? Tonight was supposed to be a horror game Friday, and since I hooked up a private server on 11, I'm going to be doing this for the next week. So I apologize for anybody who's not interested in 11. There's something wrong with you, because this game is fucking awesome. I am so glad that you made it back too. Have you been busy? Then you must have been busy. I know, like, my stream doesn't dictate your life, Pager, but it'd be cool if it did. Like, if you showed up at every single one, that would be rad. No, but really, it's good to have you. I'm playing this old game because I got this private server with a level 75 cap. I don't know if you ever played Final Fantasy 11, but it was my first MMO. And another streamer, Faros, which you should look at. Faros is a cool guy. He streams Final Fantasy 14 and 11. He told a bunch of people on his stream to go play 11 because of this private server. And he set up a group. We've got a link shell, like a guild, who are all playing on the same link shell. So it's been pretty cool. It's like this is night 3 for me, and I'm enjoying it. And my family, my wife is going out of town this week, so I'm going to be playing this like every night. Oh, Pager, I don't like hearing things aren't good in your life. Of anybody who has come in to watch me, that actually bothers me the most. Do you need anything? Do you need me to order you a pizza or something? Pizza always makes me feel better. I mean, I can't eat a lot of pizza now because I'm trying to lose weight, but I love pizza and it makes me feel good. Pizza loves me like nobody could. Pager, you can play this for free right now. You can download Nasomi, which is the server, and the game install, and you can play Final Fantasy XI with this group of people. Just don't tell anybody you're a girl, because I'm betting 99% of them are men. But it's a cool game. It's fun. It's aggravating. It's challenging. There's a lot of nice people in the server. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing for 3 days, and I'm only level 12. I am only level 12 after 3 days of play. I would think being a woman in an MMO is better for you. I pretended to be a woman in WoW, and I got paid lots of gold for it. It's kind of amazing how, like, creepy guys are. I'm being honest. Crazy Gamer, I'm on Nasomi till content release in retail. Done everything in retail up to now. They're still doing those job class patches though, right? Like when I was playing last year, they had started to put those out. So they updated, what were they? They did one for Monk when I was playing, and they did a couple of others for like hand to hand. Are they still doing those updates? Hey, Pager, if it gets you gold in a video game, it's worth it. I will act like somebody's girlfriend in a video game if it means that I have some money to spend. I'm not above that. I mentioned Faros bringing everybody from his stream to play the game. He's a much better human being than I am. I have no problem acting like a female in a video game to get money. Just gonna throw that out. I did a Burning Crusade private server for a while. I had a lot of fun with that. And now that they have Classic, I don't know, it's lost its appeal for me. But I think it's pretty cool that people set this stuff up. Especially this one, like the fact that they put the level 75 cap in and they have limited, you don't have every single job that's out, like Dancer and Scholar aren't here. They're not represented. I just think it's cool they decided to like put this together for people. I don't know how they're not shut down, if I'm being honest. Like, I know with WoW they shut down a few, but there's so many of them. Like, I guess they can't control it. Like with this one, I imagine Square Enix is like, oh, well, we should take that down. But it doesn't seem like they are. It's been up for a while. But I think the best part about it is the community, though. You've got all of these people who want to do the same thing. I've said this like 9 times tonight, but it's serious. Like, the people who play this game are great because they all like this game. They're all fans of it, whether it's through nostalgia or they've continued playing. Crazy Gamer's been playing forever. If you love this game, you're a fan of this game, you're a fan of the series, and you want to play it together, and there's people who are just like you on this server, like the social aspect of this game and the community who plays this game is better than any game I've ever played. There are less rude people. There are less mean people. There are people who legitimately will just help you out because, just for no reason, they just feel like helping you. I think it's fantastic. I mean, I feel that way about Final Fantasy XI on retail too. It's not just the private server. I think people who play Final Fantasy XI generally are pretty nice people. From a gaming perspective. I mean, I don't know what they're like in real life. They're probably still creeps, but it's, you know. I felt that way about 14 too. I think the people who play 14 are like that as well. But it definitely makes the game way more fun. Crazy Gamer, you play still. You said you played since beta. Do you think that's right? Like, I think the people who play 11 are generally... It's the nicest gaming community that I've ever played as a part of. See, I was just complaining about that before you logged on, Pager, because of the server issues when the game re-released. I couldn't get on the servers where I knew people. So I couldn't play with them. So it wasn't fun because I didn't have that group of people that were, you know, there to support each other. And then you try to get pugs and stuff, and you've got that, but then people are jerks about trying new stuff. And I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that at all. They really hurt my feelings. You know, I just wanted to play WoW Classic, and... You know, I don't want to talk about WoW Classic anymore. No, I'm joking. but really, they were dicks. I didn't care for that. I think the people who play this game are nicer. Oh, somebody's going to night-night. I know I'm covering up the chat, but my link shells got a lot of people who are leaving for the night, which means getting a party is not happening tonight. So Let's just look. There's still a lot of people online. Look at how many people are online. Like, this game is 20 years old, and people are still online playing. That's crazy. Let's see if there's any groups. That guy's got a group. There's a bunch of people. I don't know, there's 2 of us looking. There's only 2 people looking. I don't know that the group's happening. That's okay. I'll keep soloing. I'm having fun with it. Yeah, no, I'm hearing what you're saying, Pager. I understand. It's and that's good. There should be, because again, you're fans. You're playing the same game, and you're all playing for this nostalgic experience. They should be nice. They should be helpful. They should be, wanting to work together. And I don't know what Blizzard's going to do with WoW Classic. I hope that they, if anything, keep a Classic server going and then maybe expand it into the Burning Crusade, kind of like EverQuest did with their expansions. I would play Burning Crusade. I would go back to play that. I just don't think I'm going to resub just to play Classic. Yeah, the party invites are low. And, I set up a party yesterday, but we had people online to do it. I think, it just depends on... Somebody's got to be that initiator in this, because it's not easy to get a group going and get to the same place, Bomb toss. Oh, he killed himself. That's why you level on goblins, because they kill themselves. I shouldn't have made a song about suicide. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't come back from that one. Let's just move on. You have to rest a bit, Pager, in this game. You may remember that if you played it, but I would say like 90% of my gameplay is this. I know. Yeah, Morality Sunday wasn't very moral. I don't know. What did I do last week? What did I play? I think I started FF12 last week, actually, which is not a super moral issued game. I just wanted to play it. So it's kind of timely that I was playing FF12 and then 11 came out or became a thing again. Why do I keep standing up? I think something's weird with my controller. Yeah, I was supposed to, and actually, oh man, I'm glad you brought up the theme. I was supposed to play Dying Light tonight with Sen. He messaged me. He messaged me about an hour before my stream and was like, "Hey man, are we still playing this tonight?" And I said, "Absolutely, I'm all in." 10 minutes before my stream, I'm like, "Hey man, I'm not playing Dying Light. Just I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 11 instead because I really want to play it." I hope I didn't hurt his feelings because I think he was actually looking forward to it. Like, the fact that he messaged me was really cool. So I think we're going to try to play it next week. I'll have to talk to him about it and see if we can play it. Yeah, we can play anytime. I mean, I know he's streaming ESO all the time, but I think playing Dying Light together would be a lot of fun. I'm not big on horror games. Like, I played through Alien on stream, and Alien Isolation was great, but I do not like being scared. Like, after I would be... Okay, so I'd get done with Alien Isolation, and I would go up to my bedroom, and it's dark the whole way up. I have a split-level house. And I'd hear, like, a bump. I have this old house. It was built in the 50s, so it's haunted, of course, like every house from the 50s. And I would go up the stairs, and every little bump or sound I'd hear, I'd jump. Like, so it got to the point by the end of Alien where I literally would turn off the stream, and I would turn on every light in the house and go up to my room that way. And I do one of those like 5-year-old things where I'd like turn off the light switch really quick and run up the stairs, or run up the hallway. It was really shameful. Like, I'm not good with horror games. I'm not good with horror movies either, but I'm not good with games. And so that was fun to play, but I think doing Dying Light with somebody else would make it a lot less I don't know, freaky. Like you're gonna have jump scares and stuff because it's that kind of game. But at the same time, if it's co-op, you're talking to somebody. I don't know. It wouldn't be as bad. I need Sen to play that with me so I don't like act like a little girl for the next 6 months. I was actually talking to a viewer, WP, Wood Pigeon. He was wanting to play it, um, and he messaged me too, but I had to say the same thing to him. I'm playing 11 instead tonight. He's a good dude, but it's super late because he's in the UK. So like, if he's on my stream playing with me, it means he's gonna be playing at like 3 a.m. his time. I feel bad about that. Oh yeah, well, like being in front of a mirror is scary anyway. Like I'm always paranoid about stuff showing up in a mirror. Oh yeah, you definitely need a power level, but I'm gonna say, gamer, you needed that before. You needed that in like retail 11 back in the day. Who just healed me? That red mage is healing me. I love that guy. Oh, goblin suicide. I love that he looks down at it too. Like, oops, fucked up. I think that's great. Oh, shit. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Let's see how quickly I can kill these guys. I'm over leveled for this area, so I shouldn't die. Should be fine. I think, Crazy Gamer, I was going to play something that was useful to the group. I was thinking about Bard. But I'm kind of reconsidering that just because I forgot how hard it is to get groups. And I'm thinking like Beastmaster or a Dragoon with White Mage sub. All right, Pager. Make sure to come back and say hello and that you got your pizza. I want to know that you're happy tonight. But I was thinking Dragoon or Beastmaster because then I could solo a bit more and I could still play in a party if I wanted to. I don't know though. Do groups like? Because I haven't been playing on Nasomi long. Do groups accept Beastmasters for DPS? Because I know you can't pull out your pet because it takes experience away from the group. So like, could I get a group just doing like axe damage? Because if I can't, then there's no chance I'm going Beastmaster. I'd probably go Dragoon with the healing sub. I just don't know what's allowed or what people would bring me in for in the server. I think that's the issue. Now they're doing the windy mission. Shoot. Like and White Mage sucks to level. Like right now, especially where it's solo. Like this is not like, it's fun because I still like Final Fantasy, but it's not like, oh, I'm warrior and I get to see all the cool like weapon skills and stuff like that. This is very much more grindy. Beast can party as well. All right, I might go Beastmaster then. When I went back to retail last year, that was the first thing I leveled to 99, and I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with Beastmaster, especially in retail where you can like go to the what is it, Eska? Oh, I forgot the name of the zone. It's the big trees and everything, and you can get your grasshopper out and AoE everything down. I used to love that. Just go pull the whole zone and AoE everything to death. I know you can't do that in this game because of the 75 cap, but that was still really fun. No, he's slowly walking away. I don't think that's going to reach. Oh, it did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hard pressed to what to pick, to be honest, because I think Dragoon would be the cheapest. Like from a financial standpoint, you have gear to buy, but you don't have to buy like your jugs. But then Beast I could solo all the time, and then I could join a party if I wanted to. Also, there's less competition for things. Like if we did Dynamis, there'd be less competition for relic gear with a Beastmaster. But on the flip side, I had thought about Bard, and Bard would be super helpful to everybody, but then I can never solo. Like I would just be stuck waiting for groups. Not that I'd have problems getting a group, but I would definitely have to wait until people are online to play. I don't know. I wonder how people pick their jobs. Like, I'm trying to be very pragmatic about it and, like, what would make the most sense for me? And it's not really like, which one do I like best? It's what makes the most sense to do, you know? I think maybe that's the wrong way of thinking about it. When I picked Red Mage, I just picked it because it could do black magic, it could do white magic. It was kind of everything back in the day. I didn't really put much thought into it. So while I'm resting here, I'm Briac, I Died at Games. I generally am a variety streamer. I am playing through my entire Steam library, with the exception of today. I'm playing Final Fantasy XI. If you look below, there's a link to Google Sheet, which has all of the games that I have in my Steam library and the games that I've beat so far. There's also links to those videos on YouTube. Feel free to check them out if you're here as a viewer. Also, feel free to hit the follow button. You can check me out. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy XI at least through next week because I'm having so much fun with it right now. I generally don't stream MMOs. I have streamed Elder Scrolls Online, which I also enjoy, but please feel free to hit the follow button. Come hang out with us. I stream every couple of nights, and I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy XI for the foreseeable future, apparently. So thanks for watching, and just so you know who I am. Corsair is great too, but the ammo is super expensive. And I know that to get a group, you don't really need that with Corsair, but I don't want to be that guy who's like, I'm in your party, but I can't do anything. And I don't want to have to like weapon skill up Corsair and Marksman without having bullets. So either I have to craft and I have to have money to buy those bullets and level that up, or I don't want to play it. It's too expensive. It's too expensive of a class for me to do well. I mean, all props to people who do that the right way and they play Corsair and they have ammo and they have all of the like dice abilities and stuff like that. That is great for them, and I am super happy when that's the case. But for me, I need to know that I'm playing something that I enjoy and I can afford. So you're playing Paladin, right? Like Paladin's a relatively cheap class, right? But then you need all the gear. That's the catch. Is the gear that you need is crazy. And those Earth Staffs, the HQ Earth Staffs, aren't cheap either. Like what you'll need it for Dynamis and stuff. The Lady Briac used to play Paladin. And, you know, it's funny because she would compete against a bunch of different Paladins and Dynamis. But she got some relic gear and she was psyched about it. She was so happy. But we used to play with this Japanese Dynamis group, so we'd wake up at 3 a.m. every day, or every week, to play with them. Because we're on the East Coast, and it was like 3 in the afternoon on Saturday their time. So we'd wake up at like 3 a.m. to play with them. That was crazy. Just thinking about that's crazy. Like, we used to wake up at 3 a.m. to play Final Fantasy XI with Japanese people. Oh, your fishing skill's at 96? Really? Is it that quick to level? Because I remember that being a pain to, like, all the crafts. It used to be really hard to level everything. I think fishing's cool too. It's I don't know. Of the crafts, I think it's the least obnoxious to play. Because it's the one that you don't really need startup money for. Like, I feel like if I was to start blacksmithing right now, I would need to, like, either seriously go mine for a bunch of ore or kill a bunch of worms. Or I'd have to have, like, 100,000 investment gil just to get going on it. I guess, though, if I'm going... if I do end up going Beastmaster, I might want to go... Isn't it cooking that gets you the jugs, or is it alchemy? I think it's cooking, right? That might be worth it so I can make my own jugs. And then I could level on the jugs as I'm leveling cooking. Dude just killed himself with a bomb when he had like 2 health. That's fair. That's fair. Do you still... Is there still a limit of 7 things on the auction house, too? I'm just going to ask you all the questions I have now. Because I don't know the difference with Nasomi versus retail and, like, what there is or isn't. I think, you know... I think it's still a 7 cap, but... Because they allow you to make mules and everything, right? So technically you get up to 21. I just destroyed that beetle. Absolutely wrecked him. And I know some of you are saying, oh, well, it's just a beetle. Like, you're level 12. It's no big deal. I'm level 12 in an entry-level zone as a white mage. Me killing anything is a miracle. It's a miracle. You guys should be amazed that I just killed that river crab in 1 hit. Absolutely amazed. I love that they have the add-ons for this too. I love that you can go to 60 FPS. And I'm in 4K resolution. It doesn't stream that way. I think it streams at 720, but I am at 4K on my monitor. Oh, you can't mail anything. So how do I get stuff between my mules? Or I can't, can I? If I can't mail anything. So what's the point of having a mule? Do I just log them in at the same time and trade? Is that like how it works? Okay. So just open up 2 windows of Final Fantasy and have my mule there. That's... Alright. I mean, that... Whatever. I'll take it. If that's the worst part of this game, I'm fine with that. That's kind of obnoxious, but I can deal with that. Alright. Got some fire crystals. And now we're resting. This is the most exciting part of the stream. It's where we sit here and look at our knee. Would you like to see the front? There's the front. Here, I think I can zoom in. Oh my gosh. Look at his hair. You know, I haven't had a haircut in like 2 months and 3 months. That's why I'm wearing a baseball cap. I am jealous of my character's hair. Look at how clean cut it is. Look at that. It's beautiful. That's threaded on the front, I think. I don't know what threading is. He's got a nice haircut. Very well trimmed. All right. I know that seemed like a weird thing to do, but I still have 20 more MP to rest, so we have to find some way to fill the time here. Can't raise a chocobo. What's the point of this game? What's the point? What if I want to raise a chocobo? Am I just supposed to not do that? That's no big deal. I don't mind that. Can you still chocobo race, though? If you can't raise a chocobo? Because if you can't do that, I might quit. I might go back to retail. No, Sai, I'm not gonna quit. But seriously though, that was a big part of the game for people. Like, I could see that being a draw away from the private server for some people. If they can't chocobo raise or race. And I'm not joking. Like, there were people who dedicated months to doing that. There's so many guides on raising chocobos and on racing chocobos online. It's insane. For me, it's not. I don't care. I'm doing what I wanted. I'm doing what I wanted. I'm leveling a white mage for my sub. Very, very slowly. As is the original way. With a level 10 mace. Hammer thing. Wand. Club. A club. They call it a club in this game. I do not know enough about this game to be streaming about it. I'm having to ask viewers for help because I don't know anything. But I did get Cure 2 earlier. Makes me pretty good, right? I mean, I don't want to say that I'm the best white mage on this server. I won't say that. I don't want to put anybody else down. But I'm probably the best level 12 white mage on the server. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Rolling for Gil? So wait, so how many people were actually online actively playing then? Because it seemed like there were a ton of people online earlier. Oh, I aggroed. Oh, that red mage saved the day again! Big shout out to E-File. That's how I do my taxes, and also how I get healed in Final Fantasy XI. If you follow Briok Dies to Games, you will get stupid IRS tax jokes every week or two. Every week or two, I will make a stupid joke like that. And you might enjoy it, you might not, but you will get that. That is the Briac guarantee. Follow my stream. You will get a tax joke at least once a year, probably. I don't know. I think that's the first one I made. It's probably the last two. Maybe, I don't know. You know, there's not many tax jokes you can make. Taxes aren't funny. Yeah, well, that's what I saw everybody in Dunes, but I figured they were going for like the Emperor or something. Because there were a bunch of people who had their stats hidden, so I knew they were like level 75 and didn't want to raise us. That's what I used to do. I'd hide my stats so nobody bothered me. And then I'd tell them I was a Dark Knight. Sorry, can't raise. I'm a Dark Knight. You're wearing Red Mage gear. Yeah, no, it's a Dark Knight. Don't worry. Here we go. Goblin Fisher. Let's get us a fishing rod. I've already gotten a couple. We can break those and we can learn how to repair them. You know, the best part about looking for party is that you don't just have to sit in town. You can actually go out and explore the world and level on your own a little bit while you're waiting. I hope people are actually doing that. Like, that was a big mistake I think a lot of people made in old Final Fantasy XI. Is they would just sit around waiting. And if you do that, you're not going to ever hit 75. I would rather get 30 experience per kill than 0. I would rather be doing that for the next hour than to sit around in town just, well, why isn't anybody inviting me? You know, you're not going to get to level 75 if you're just sitting around. It's not going to happen. I think that's the same for everything in life. If you think that you are going to make $1 million just sitting on your ass at home, you might. You might be talented and have some skill that allows you to do that. I don't know anything about you. But in this game, if you want to hit level 75, you have to level up. You have to get experience points. You cannot just sit in Selbina waiting for a party. You might win the lottery and make $1 million sitting on your ass. But you cannot get to level 75 without getting some experience points. Again, I'm Briac, I Died of Games. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. If you are enjoying the stream, like Final Fantasy XI, like my hat, whatever, hit the follow button. Feel free to come and join us. I'm going to be playing this again all this week, and I'm really having fun with it. I'm hoping that the next time around I will actually have a group. If I get a group right now, I'm going to be playing all night long, just so everybody's aware. I will literally be playing all night long if I get a group. Because when you get an experience party in this game, you do not quit. You do not quit. Yeah, I saw that. So how often are the experience rings active? I heard there were special events, but I don't know what that means. My MP is almost full. It's at 90 now. It has to go all the way to 104. Let's watch. Oh, it hit 104. 104 MP. 100%. All right, here we go. More goblins. What are the events, though? Are they just like, this weekend you get experience? And is it actually faster? Because, like, I know in retail it was faster, but I feel like given how low the experience is comparatively to retail, and the fact that you don't have trust, like, it's not going to be as impactful as retail. Like, you're not just going to go from, like, 1 to 75 overnight because you have an experience ring. I don't know. I don't know if they have training manuals. They do have the experience rings, but that's what the gamer is talking about. Is they only allow you to use them at special times. But I don't know about training manuals. I'd imagine, because that was part of the game back in, like, 2005. Right? But you can only get those, like, level 70 in Dynamis anyway. Oh, they were at the outpost too? I thought they just dropped from Dynamis and stuff. You'd get, like, an extra page. Here's your 100 experience. Just never really useful. Oh, the rings do compare to retail. All right. Well, if there's an event, we're going to be super leveling. We're going to be super leveling if we get the ring. Hopefully I can unlock Beastmaster before then. Or Dragoon, one of the two. I don't know which yet. I still don't know. I really want to go Dragoon, but I'm worried about that because isn't 2005 like when they changed the 2-hour? So if your Wyvern dies, you're just screwed for 2 hours? No training manuals. All right. Fisher has killed himself. We get another fishing rod. I wonder if those sell for a bit. I'll have to look. Because I've gotten a lot of them. We are 882 experience away from level 13, guys. 882 experience. At 30 experience a fight. I don't know how much that is. It's a lot. We have to kill a lot of these things. So let's keep at it. I think it's like 30 more goblins. Saya, I can tell that you are interested in downloading this and playing it. And I encourage you to do that. I would love to play this with you. I can tell. It's okay. It's not cocaine. It's not going to hurt you. Feel free to come back and play Final Fantasy XI. Vanadil is calling. It's calling you. Vanadil wants you to play. You know, in all seriousness, I never thought I'd be playing this again. Like, after I finished last year, I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. I did not think I would be picking this game back up. I'm very happy that I have, but it was not on my to-do. Oh, I moved. Paralyzed. Are you paralyzed? Yeah, he's paralyzed. Bomb toss. Will it kill himself? No, he didn't kill himself. I read, actually, Crazy Gamer, I bet you know better than anybody. I read that, and this is a year or two ago, they were working on like a mobile version of 11 I have a feeling it wasn't going to be anything close to what I'm playing right now. But have you heard anything new about that? Are they actually putting something together that they're going to release? I could see really getting into that. You know, just the fact that you can like sit on your couch and you can play some version of this game. I would dig that. I guess you could do that on console still. I don't know if console still has this game. That was my medicine. I'm taking cholesterol medicine, just so you guys know. I have high cholesterol. Still in the works. They haven't put anything out about it though recently, have they? I remember seeing some screenshots for it, and I don't know if they were actual screenshots or not. I was really looking forward to that though. I think I'd be disappointed. I mean, as much as I'm saying I'm hyped up and excited about it, I think I'd be disappointed by a mobile version. Because anything they do wouldn't be this game. Maybe if they didn't call it Final Fantasy XI, I'd be more okay with it. I don't know. I feel like after the Diablo disaster at BlizzCon a few years ago, like anything related to mobile games probably got shot down by the big developers. But it was really just about how they announced it. I don't know that it had anything to do with the game itself. Goblin Thug. All right, let's see if I can do this without pulling everything again. Oh man, I like that rumor. I can get behind that one. Like Windower and the mods are cool. Like, and I like this game for what it is. So, but I could definitely get behind them redoing 11. It would bring so many people back to have it remastered and available again. I mean, not that it's not available now, it is, but it's less accessible. I wonder how they'd figure out the UI and like macros and stuff. They'd have to make it a little bit easier for people to use. I can absolutely get behind that. I mean, I guess I'm kind of playing it in HD now. Like I said, this is on a 4K monitor and it's at almost 60 FPS, so I don't know how much. I don't know what they'd have to do to remaster it for me to be satisfied. But the game is so good. Like even the new content was good. All of the ROV stuff they put in, I was a fan of that. Yeah, I've seen the videos of that. And that's the person doing that is awesome. And that's actually meant for private servers. Like you're not supposed to use the HD overhaul on retail. It can like glitch out the game. Yeah, my wife is one of those people. She wants the game on retail, like on console. Because she likes just sitting on the couch to play it, and we don't have any computers in the room with a couch and TV. I don't care. I don't mind sitting at my desk and playing on my PC, but for her, it's a big selling point. Oh, it worked. Saya, you got it to work on retail? Well, that's cool. That's really cool. And you didn't have any problems with it? All right. That's awesome, man. I didn't know you could do that. That means, you know what though? If that's the case, then it should be super easy for Square to do that. Just switch out all of the data files in a patch. You know, like somebody already did the work. Just hire that guy or pay for his files and just put it into the game. Or shit, make it 2 different downloads. Like, hey, you want HD? Here's the HD version. You don't want HD or your computer can't handle it? Here's the normal version. I don't know why the company wouldn't do that. No haste that time from e-file. Oh, here it goes. E-file's the... Oh, thank you so much. E-file is awesome. I like how buffs work too. I like that you can just give anybody a buff and help them out. You know, they took, I mean, that used to be a thing in WoW, and I guess it still is in WoW Classic, but they kind of took it away with how it works now. Oh, fuck. Am I going to die? I might have to use Benediction. Maybe he'll kill himself. No, just me. Alright. I've got haste. Maybe I'll be okay. You know, it's wild. Like, I haven't leveled, I think, in... What, like... almost 2 hours of playing this? And these guys, like, I feel like they're getting easier, but they're not. They're the same difficulty as they were when I started. Absolutely zero things have changed since I started streaming and fighting these goblins over and over. Like, it's the same difficulty. I'm getting the same amount of experience. I just feel more confident about it. Like, I haven't even gotten a combat or magic skill up against them. I'm still club 22 because they're all easy, so I'm not getting any skill ups. Oh, so that I think is the problem because I was using Windower and I couldn't get the HD files to work. So maybe it's because you used Ashita and I was just trying to go into the game files itself to modify it. For this, I'm using Ashita. It came with the downloader for Nasomi. So Ashita is just naturally wrapped up with the game install. Well, still though, that's still cool that they have like the HD files are usable and people are playing it in HD. I think that's rad. I didn't do that. I just had it through Windower. I had it set up with 60 FPS and 4K, but that's as far as I went with it. Oh, and I had a mini map, which I really enjoyed. The mini map was a big win for me. Like, you know, as dumb as that is, because you don't really need a mini map, it was pretty helpful. I feel like that was a big improvement with MMOs after WoW. I just crit that goblin's face so hard. Boom. Saya, when do you do your dailies? Do you usually do it when you're streaming, or do you do it in the morning? On ESO, sorry. I know I'm completely changing gears here. I was just thinking, I usually log in the morning and do my my Warden's daily. Maybe we can do it together tomorrow. So do you just grind dungeons like I was talking about earlier? How do you do that? Does that not bore the crap out of you? I can't grind dungeons. I don't know how you do that. I have no problem doing every map quest in ESO, like Elder Scrolls Online, for anybody who's not familiar with that term. Oh, you main healer. That's true. You can always alternate your weapon, though, right? if you wanted to do it like something else, like the main quest. I don't know. I play as a tank, and I enjoy it too, but I just can't grind through it. You know, it's funny. I main tank in every MMO I play, except for Final Fantasy XI. I have no interest in tanking in this game. I have no interest, zero interest in tanking in Final Fantasy XI. But if you get me on World of Warcraft, ESO, Lord of the Rings Online, Neverwinter, like any other game, I will play as a tank. Final Fantasy XIV, I tank. I don't know what it is about this game. Maybe I should tank. I'm not tanking. I'm not going to tank on this, but I don't know. I don't know how people... I don't know how they dungeon grind in ESO. Come on, Fisher, Fisher, Fisher. Let's go. So I can tell you for sure, if I was tanking for you, you would not have a chance to DPS. You would have to heal me so much. So much. I mean, you would be the best healer in the world if you're letting me tank for you. Because I am not a very... Oh, I am such a crap tank. No, I'm pretty good at it. I feel pretty good at tanking. I do okay. You know what, I do get frustrated though, because I've had groups with healers that don't heal, like they just want to DPS. And it's not as fun. Oh fuck. This is not good. Not good. I just pulled all three. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention to this for just a second, guys. Hold on. Hold on to your pants here. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get my heal off. Yeah, and I had one tonight. So before I streamed, I did my daily on Dragon Knight. And I feel like Dragon Knight is a weaker tank overall than the Warden is, because the Warden gets all the AoE frost abilities, and so it's easier to pick everything up. But the Dragon Knight, I'm already a little weaker as a tank on, and then I get one of those fake healers, and I couldn't do anything. Like I died probably 4 or 5 times in one instance run, and it was like a level 30 instance. It was a bit ridiculous. I felt like when you healed for me, it went fine, though. I didn't have any problems. Most of the time, my runs are fine. It's just when you get people like that aren't really focused on healing that it goes poorly. Where am I going? Did I walk away from the lake a little? Yeah, I did. And that's, you know, it's fine if you don't know what you're doing. I'm okay with that. You got to learn. But I don't know. I just feel like he wasn't healing. Just throw out a heal and I won't die. So I fully expect by the time that I'm streaming on Sunday that you have installed this game and we're playing together. I'm throwing it out. You don't have to. We'd be better friends if you played this with me, though. I can't be friends with somebody who doesn't play Final Fantasy. I can't say that with a straight face. But really, This is a good game. I think you should download it. I think you should play it with me. I'm not telling you what to do, but I just think it would be a good idea. You can tank and I'll heal you. We'll do it backwards in this game. Sometimes going reverse is the right way to go. All right, let's kill a couple more crabs. I am dedicated, guys, dedicated to leveling tonight, whether that is on or off stream. So let's figure out how many more goblins to kill to make that happen. Paralyze on the Weaver as he aggroes me. You know, it's funny. When I made the Warden, I made it to heal. But when I realized they could tank, I changed my mind. But I feel like, you know, they actually have some really good healing classes in that game. They're really well designed. I don't think the tanking is well designed. Like, I mean, they have it because they have to, not because it's designed that way. But I think the healing classes are well defined. If you were to play 11 today, Saya, what would you play? Really? Like, I mean, you know all the classes. You played retail last year. You have a good handle on what everything can do. If you had to go back and play, what would you do? Would you play Dragoon again, or would you play something else? Dancer is not in the private server, just so you know. But I like where your head is, dual wielding a white mage club. That'd be great. You could go white mage ninja, DPS ninja. Get a couple of Kraken clubs. I think I'm all for that. I think that's great. White mage, red mage. Yeah, that's a good choice too. But then you lose out on warp, which is like one of the only reasons to exist as a white mage is to teleport people. And you can't teleport back with a red mage. Yeah, D2 is worth it. Well, just even warp 1 is worth it. I mean, just for yourself. Like, I don't think about other people, so it's... You know, they should have brought their own warp scrolls. That's not on me. That's not on me. I think that if I was to stay white mage, my subclass would probably be red mage, though. I think you're right with that because of the fast cast. I think what's cool, though, is playing this game again. I feel like I can try new stuff out. You know, I don't just have to stick to what we already know about the game. You know, if I wanted to play a thief with a white mage sub, I feel like I could do that on a private server. Maybe not to raid, you know, maybe not for the in-game content, but just for me playing, I feel like I could do stuff like that and nobody would care. So if you wanted to go white mage ninja, I think like you actually could. I think there would be people who would support that. All right, come on, paralyze. Let's get it off. There you go. There you go. I mean, fast cast makes everything better. I mean, that's why Red Mage Ninja was so good, right? Like, you can literally pull off Utsusemis super fast. You can do... Thief Ninja is uber fun, too. You miss out on... Well, you don't miss out on much. I mean, you still get Utsusemi, Ichi, and Ni with that. You can't tank, but I think that's pretty fun. I would be behind that. I think Thief Ninja would be cool. Ninja Thief would be alright. I think one of the things that I didn't like about the game back when 75 was the cap, especially with North Americans, is they didn't like people playing Ninja as a DPS class. It had to be a tank class. I totally disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. Ninja did good damage. It's just like Monk though. Like, if you had somebody who was hitting twice, they didn't count the damage the same way. Like, if you didn't see that huge one number pop up on the screen, it didn't count. All right, I only have 2 more spots in my inventory here. I don't know what to do with these clothes poles. Like, I don't need that many fishing rods. Look at all these. I guess I could put them up for sale in my bazaar to see how much they go for. That might actually be a good idea, but I'll have to check and see what they go for. All right, about 300 more experience, and we are going to be level 13, which is monumental. 13 will be the highest white mage I have had on this server ever. Level 13 will be the highest character job class I will have had on this server ever. That would actually be awesome, Saya. I would love to do that. You know, there was a lot of cool stuff like that. I actually used to like summoner parties because I had Red Mage and Summoner to 75. And I liked playing in summoner parties. They were stupid fast and they were stupid easy. You would not get aggro, you would not die. I think stuff like that's neat. When you can find like people who like the job the same way you do and you can enjoy it that way. Bomb toss. Alright, I'm going to try to not aggro all 3 again. But I'm still going to kill all 3. So let's try... Let's get that one in the back. We might aggro all 3. No, only 2. Alright, that's alright. You know what? I'm psyched about that idea now. I want to do that. I want to do an all Dragoon party. Maybe I'm going to go Dragoon instead of Beast. And, you know, we could all have White Mage with Healing Breath. I think that's a really good idea. I get so excited about stupid things like that. Like, you know what I liked about WoW? Druid parties. Stealth parties. Where you could stealth to the mobs you wanted, and you could tank them or heal as a druid, but you could still stealth through. I love doing that. I thought that was the most fun. An all Dragoon farm party with White Mage subs so you can use Healing Breath sounds so fun to me. That sounds like such a good idea. I know it's probably risky, right? Because, like, you know... But everybody's going to do enough damage and DPS. That sounds like a great... I love that idea. I would absolutely do that. I love that people say goodnight to each other in the link shell. It's such a like cool social experiment this game is. Like people are so nice to each other in this game. I guess guilds and WoW are like that too, but still really cool. I am sitting in front of a green screen. I mean, there's people chatting tonight, but basically talking to myself, streaming. And I think it's nice that there's actually people on the other side of the screen. I think that's great. I think that's great. I'm Briac, iData Games. If you're watching, please feel free to hit the follow button. I stream a couple nights a week. This week is going to be all Final Fantasy XI all week, because I am having fun on this server playing a new character, a white mage. Haven't been able to get a group tonight, but I am still leveling. I'm trying to get some experience on my own while I wait. Had the party finder up all night long, but I'm pretty close to 13. No. I don't like getting interrupted. All right. I've been streaming for 3 hours without a break, but I've had about 16 ounces of water. So eventually I'm going to have to take a break. Oh, I hope I don't die. All right, let's rest. Let's rest up here. Let's see. Any groups in the link shell? On Saruda Sarda Barda. I used to say that as Saruda Baruda. I never said that right. It's stupid. Windhurst Waters. Those are our groups. Let's see who out there is level 10 and 12. I'll say to 13. There's one group, it looks like, in Valkyrie Dunes. And that's it. And it looks like he only has a couple people. Maybe they're looking. Or they have higher people. I can't tell. Well, even so, I could say I started a group last night and it went pretty well. Everybody leveled up. But I'm so close to 13, and I usually only stream for a couple of hours a night anyway. So I'm just going to try to get to 13. If I get an invite, I'm absolutely going to take it, and I'll just stream all night. But if I don't, we'll call it quits shortly after I hit 13. What I'm worried about is, since I can de-level, I always try to go a little above and beyond. I try to get like 10% into my next level, so I won't de-level. And I'm worried that I'm going to kill these goblins, hit 13, and they're not going to give me experience anymore. And if they don't give me experience, I can't get that 10% here. So I'll have to go down to Lethene, which is a little riskier. I mean, the stuff in Lethene basically gives me the same experience, but there's higher level mobs there too. The orcs are all very tough or incredibly tough. And we're so close. I mean, like, I'm 2 goblins away, so let's see what happens. Let's see what the level gap is, and how much experience they're giving. I'm betting they're still going to be easy at 13. That's what I'm really shooting for here. But if they're easy still at 13, I'll stay here and I'll just kill goblins again, because they'll just be even easier. Alright, one more. Let's kill this beetle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Here we go. Alright! We're level 13. Alright, that was awesome. It took me about 2 hours of grinding by myself to hit 13, but that's pretty cool. I feel way more confident going to the dunes as a 13 white mage than a 10 or 11, which is what I started going there as. And they're still easy prey here, so that's good. So we can definitely kill a couple more of these and get a... Well, let's see what they give me. If it's only like 15, I'll go to Lethine. I still miss, though. Ugh, jeez. And bomb toss. Will he kill himself? No, he did not kill himself. Alright, I'm getting skill ups again, though. Skill ups. Healing is up. Alright. Try to pull these separated out. Let's see if it works. All right. Well, by Sunday stream, yeah, skilling up was amazing. And I like that in WoW Classic too, if I'm being honest, but I like the way it works in 11 way better. Do you remember skill up parties in Boyata Tree? Where you'd go and just like wail on a crab for 2 hours to get your weapon skill up? I remember that. I'm not getting skill ups on my melee weapons here, though. I'm just getting, like, healing skill ups, so I'm going to have to kill or attack harder things. Like, there's no way I can get my skills up higher at this point. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because I think the cap was like 50 on those crabs, right? So if you were 75, they didn't touch you. And that's what I'm talking about. That nostalgia is so high for me. Like that stuff was fun. That was crazy fun. I literally just got an invite. I shit you not, I just got an invite. All right. Well, having said that, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to do the leveling party with these guys off stream, and I will be back on Sunday. I'm Briac Idea Games. If you haven't followed, really, please follow. I am looking forward to playing this for the next week. You know, if you're into Final Fantasy XI, I highly recommend checking out this server. It's Nasomi, level 75 cap. It's totally worth checking out and playing. And I would love to see you guys again on Sunday. I really had a lot of fun tonight. So anyway, I'm going to raid somebody, which I never get to do. But I'm going to do that tonight. And let me just see who's on, because there is somebody that I desperately want to stream because he has helped me out a lot, and he's not even freaking on tonight. Oh, he is. All right. So I'm going to send you guys, some of you know him, Naps Gaming. He has been really cool to me. And rating me and getting me followers and just helping me out as a streamer. So please be kind to him. Sin is fantastic. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch up with you later. Have a good night. Oh, I guess I should, wait the 10 seconds it takes to actually go over. I'm Briac Idea Games. Check out the stream on Sunday. See you later.